are now going to proceed to cover some news from Taiwan, where a Chinese reconnaissance drone was spotted over Taiwan-controlled Pratas Islands, sparking outrage from Taiwan's defense ministry, which labeled the move provocative. The drone entered Taiwanese airspace for about 8 minutes before departing after warnings were issued. Taiwan condemned the incident, describing it as irresponsible and a violation of international law. However, the Pratas Islands, located in the South China Sea, are claimed by both China and Taiwan, which the latter asserting sovereignty on it. The latest move underscores rising military tensions as China intensifies its presence near Taiwan. I request Dr. Sanjay Kumar, who is journalist at the Korea Herald, to join me in this discussion. He joins us from South Korea. Dr. Kumar, thanks very much for joining us. What's really the situation like there near Taiwan, and what do you think is Taiwan doing now amidst this escalation?
Niti, in this world of escalations we are seeing every day, we can say that the factories have become fortress, and the supply chain interests have become new form of alliance. And if this does not go aligned or does not serve the interest of one country, it gets escalated in some sort of retaliation that we are seeing in case of Taiwan. So yes, it is not a healthy thing for the peace-loving people across the globe to see US, China confronting each other on the issue of Taiwan. So from Taiwan's perspective, it is not just about commerce, but it is also about strategic alignment with United States. So I am seeing in this way.
All right, sure. And is there any statement or response that's coming from China over this?
See, we have to see three perspectives here. One is the geo-economic perspective of US and Taiwan, because Taiwan's dominance in technology is well known, and it wants to utilize this as an insurance over security while dealing with the US, and bring US in the security dynamics, which had been looking passive last few weeks. If you can see that when Japan made some remarks, US did not respond with the same intensity that it used to be a few years back. So there is an angle of US Taiwan here. And coming to your question, from Chinese perspective, they don't want to see any kind of this any kind of economic alignment with US changing the status quo of Taiwan, and changing it to be a political normalization over Taiwan between countries, and US is a big player in this case. So that is why they, from Chinese viewpoint, they don't want to see Taiwan being normalized politically, because once it gets normalized politically in terms of US and countries like Japan, then it will create hurdles in one China policy, and China wants that one China policy to be actively and passively on both the sides to be accepted by the world and the regional powers in that area. So you can see that it is a geo-economic deterrence from Taiwan, which is being once again escalated as part of Indo-Pacific rivalry.
What kind of a response, if any, we should expect from the US? Because the last time when there were drills in the Yellow Sea area and the South China Sea area, you would remember Trump had said that he doesn't see any problem and called the exercises just a routine affair.
The US will try to maximize its leverage when it comes to technology and the economic interests that they have in Taiwan, and it is a very right time for them to leverage it and expand it first. I personally do not see anything on the security front. They will leave it for long term. I mean, when there, because Trump is to visit China also this year after a few months,
Yeah.
and the US and China are talking on various issues, including trade and supply chains. So I think they will be having a policy of wait and watch for few months strategically, and if something goes wrong in those talks with China, then from US viewpoint they would use Taiwan issue, and they would like to once again leverage the security interest by bringing China on the table once again. So this can be one of the like tactics of the Trump's administration's advisors. I am seeing in that way.
All right, sure, Dr. Kumar. Thank you for your assessment of the situation. But to stay on with me, viewers, let's also bring you some tech news. Now, South Korean Trade Minister Yo Yan-koo, who has stated that the U.S. proclamation imposing a 25% tariff on certain advanced computing chips would have a limited impact on South Korean companies. Han-koo added that while the government remains cautious at an early stage, the first phase measures announced so far focused on advanced chips made by Nvidia and AMD. US President Donald Trump has signed a proclamation to address national security concerns related to semiconductor imports, imposing a 25% tariff on certain artificial intelligence chips such as Nvidia's H200 AI processor and AMD's MI325X. The White House has said that the tariffs would be narrowly focused and would not apply to chips and derivatives devices imported for US data centers, which is a huge consumer of AI chips, startups, non-data center consumer applications, non-data center civil industrial applications, and the US public sector applications. Let's request Dr. Kumar to join us back with his first comments on this.
Priti, from a Chip 4 Alliance perspective, South Korea is already in that membership group. So that is why I can see why Johan Gu, the trade minister, is very confident. So from South Korean perspective, they are working with the US on various fronts in the AI sector. They have also committed to work with in the Make American Shipbuilding Great Again initiative as well. And on tech front also they are working, and many investments also had been promised. The trade deals have been almost finalized, only the product wise finalization is left. And President Trump and President Lee has met 2 times within 6 months, once during APEC and once during the summit meeting there in the US. So because of all these engagements, South Korea is looking very confident. And this is the reason the trade minister and the trade representatives from South Korea is trying to make things work well.
All right, sure, Dr. Kumar. Thanks very much then for joining us in